How about another round for Brewsday Tuesday? Here is Drez and Huck.
Yo, it is Brewsday Tuesday, and it is once again the Cellar is where we are at. Brewsday Tuesday, live on location. The Cellar Restaurant and Six-Pack Store. We are actually down in the cellar, down in the thick of it, Huck, today.
A couple fellas in the cellar.
Yeah, a special Brewsday Tuesday because we want to promote Brewdoo, Blacksburg Brewdoo. An awesome beer festival is coming up next weekend. That's Saturday, September 22nd. We actually did bring some tickets for you to win. Stop on by, drop your name in the box. We got swag galore. I got the new Bear bottle opener, the new Bear koozies. We got stickers. I don't think I've been this swagged out before.
You haven't. I got some stickers
nice?
in my pocket, but you're going to have to ask for them.
Well, all right, well, there you go. Come on down here and ask for that. And maybe, maybe Ed from Star Hill might even brought some swag. Ed, how you doing, brother?
You bringing swag, Ed?
Well, I did, yes. We're going to be giving that away. They're registering for tickets to the Brew Fest. And we're also going to be giving away swag in a drawing coming up.
The way you said that word, you're like, I'm not used to swag. Swag? Is it swag or swag?
I had to look that up. But both words are
they're both acceptable.
Swag. It just sounds strange.
So are you new with Star Hill, Ed?
No, I've been with them for about 4 years.
You're new over this direction, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I want to ask you everything about everything. But first things first.
What are we drinking?
Yeah, what are we drinking? You poured us some beer. I want to know what I'm drinking.
Well, this is an appropriate beer that we call Festi. We call it Festi because it's an Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
German style, using traditional German ingredients.
Marzen.
Yes.
One of my favorite styles of beer.
But also, obviously, it's a festival beer. So it's very drinkable. It's not hoppy. It's a malty style, light, refreshing beer.
What's the ABV?
4.7.
So it makes sense to have this at the festival. Brewdoo coming up. It fits good. And plus, especially, a 4.7. That's actually surprising because this is a pretty hearty flavored beer. You almost would think it's a little bit more of an ABV.
Yeah.
So it still has all the flavor of a good craft beer. But then again, it's like, session status at 4.7. You could day drink with it at the festival.
Exactly.
And not get in too much trouble.
Evening
like
drink.
Huck does.
Yeah. I don't get in trouble.
So we're also going to be featuring, this is in part of our Fall Tour 12-pack, and another beer in that is called Last Leaf. Everybody makes a pumpkin beer.
That's maple.
But pumpkin doesn't really have much of a flavor. We have a maple brown ale that is in the 12-pack, and will also be at the festival. And that's also a malty-style beer, not hoppy, refreshing, light in alcohol again, right around that 5%. Has a flavor of hint of molasses and vanilla and touch of sweetness.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, obviously we're not sipping on the Last Leaf here, but I remember I think that's what we were drinking last year.
Yeah.
And honestly, that might be one of my favorite beers from you guys. That is a damn good beer.
It's not as heavy a rotation as the Festi. This is something that we often feature, but it's become very popular, and people clamor for it this time of year.
So the truth is that pumpkin that you get your pumpkin pie filled and all is actually squash because it's allowed by the government because they're here to protect us. So they don't want us to actually eat pumpkin, so they let us eat squash. So that's why it doesn't have any flavor. It's squash beer.
Yeah, a pumpkin beer is really like a cinnamon and nutmeg beer.
Right, that's what it is. You got to have the cinnamon nutmeg, maybe cinnamon stick in it when you're warm. No, that's
the
mold.
more you know. The things
the less
that you
want to
learn
hear.
And one of my favorite things about our brewers is that they really feature on quality beer. So while we have some flavors, they still taste like beer.
Yeah, beer's good.
It's an accented flavor.
There you go.
Yeah, so by the way, we're at the Cellar Restaurant downstairs, Brewsday Tuesday live on location, a Brewdoo Brewsday Tuesday, if you will. Once again, we do have Brewdoo tickets that you can sign up to win. I got Ed from Star Hill here. Ed, for those that don't know, give us a little rundown on Star Hill. I know it's one of the more of the OG kind of breweries in the state of Virginia. They've been around, I'd say, longer than most. That's for
1999. That makes us the oldest, and now the largest Virginia-based craft brewery. We started in Charlottesville at a Star Hill Music Center, a restaurant, and so the music is a big theme. With beers called like Double Platinum and Front Row. We outgrew that space out of downtown.
I remember going there.
Charlottesville. Yeah?
Yeah, we used to have meetings there in
Nice.
Charlottesville at that location. And I remember when it moved, we were all disappointed because we really loved that place.
Well, we're still close. We just moved out just 8 miles out to Crozet, so it's more compatible for tours. So come visit
I
the new
grew up
place.
in Waynesboro, so
All right.
I've been there many times.
Good,
So
good.
that was the Morton food plant when I was a kid. We
Wow.
used to go over there and get the factory seconds, just to digress a little. But yeah, that place, and I believe Dave Matthew Band sells CDs next door in your building.
I think so, and
Yeah.
I think there was an affiliation at one point.
There was. So there's a lot going on. I've been going to Star Hill since you guys opened.
But you mentioned it was a food plant, so it's ideal for
It
for
is.
the cold temperatures.
And that can give you an idea of how big it
The
must
beer
be.
Yeah,
plant.
it's huge, and the
Yeah.
cooler space is amazing. Yeah, this place is nice. Definitely worth a visit.
And doing a lot of
There's
brewing.
a bunch of breweries, right? The last
Charlottesville
guest,
Charlottesville area is a
151 area.
great beer town.
Yep.
There's
It
a
is
lot of
fun.
good breweries around that way for sure. So if you want to go visit Star Hill, ask for Ed by name and tell him that they said drinks were on the house the whole time because Ed said it. No, but
I think my headphones are not.
Oh, they're not working right. His aren't working. He says any day of the week they're on the house.
So Ed, as is tradition on this show, we like to untap the beers that we're drinking. Are you on Untapped? Do you do that whole thing?
I do, yes.
Do you know what your handle is?
Just my email, EDSML.
All right, there we go. We're going to tag you in it. We'll go around the horn. You want to start, Huck?
Sure, I'll start.
All right.
I'm a big fan of the Marzen style, and I'm a big fan of Star Hill and, of course, the Festi. I went to the first one. I haven't been since it moved, but I'm thinking about it. I'm still on the fence this year. We'll see. But the Festi festival was great, really nice.
Well, having a music theme, that's
Right.
We try to participate in all the music
This
festivals.
is a really clean, nice beer. I'm going to give it a 4.25. Very good. Very
Thank
nice
you.
color.
Glad you like it.
For me, I'm right around there too. It is good, clean. It's smooth, very drinkable. Like I said, it has that 4.7, which is very helpful at a festival setting because you can really day drink on it. But that's also going to hurt my score because you know me, we like the big beers.
And we do like the big
We like
beers.
the big beers with the big ABV. So I might dumb it down just a hair from your 4.5. I'm going to give it an even 4.
All right.
4 out of 5. What about you? You
That's
want to
not
untap
a
yours?
shameful score at all.
No, it's not bad at all. It's not a bad beer. It's good
It's a
beer.
good beer.
And you certainly, especially now coming as we come into winter, look
yes.
for our stouts.
This is yeah, of course.
And
Yeah,
they're barley
that'll
wine.
have my name
One of
on
our
it.
specialties.
There you go. Now, what about you, Ed? You going to rate it? I think we know what you're going to rate it.
That's
You can go ahead
fine.
and
You can do
it.
that.
Yeah, I do love this beer. Obviously we make such a nice variety that I can't love them all, but this is one of my favorites.
Very good.
I would put it up in 4.7.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go. 475.
There
Ed
you
from
go.
Star Hill. Thank you so much for hopping on with us. We'll keep hanging out here in a little bit. We're going to drink some more. Adrian from Devil's Backbone is going to stop by and hop on and do a segment with us here in a little bit. We are live from the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store, a special Brewsday Tuesday edition, or I should almost say Brewdoo Brewsday Tuesday
Yeah, because the last
edition.
segment's Kelsey from Brewdoo. We're going to have 2 more segments.
Yeah, we're gonna.
This is
we're,
the first
we're
time for 4,
extending
I
it.
think.
We're extending it
First
a full
time
hour
4.
of Brewsday
Yeah.
Tuesday.
When do I
come on
come
down
back?
here
Yeah, you
and
come back
sign
in a
up to
couple
win
weeks
tickets
with a
and-
stronger beer.
All right, Huck, keep talking over me. Great. So come out, sign up to win tickets. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll get back with more tunes and more Brewsday Tuesday right after this on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.